Perfect. What is going on, Sodex Squad? Welcome back to another episode. And today I'm just gonna I've had a lot of people ask me on what kind of tackle I'm using, what I'm doing on the ice, and there's only a few things you really need. I got a small little tackle box, got a couple rods. The one rod is in the hole at the moment. We are fishing right now with some tip ups, so if we run out of frame and catch a fish, that's just a bonus. But you don't need a lot ice fishing rather than open water fishing. Like my tackle box, small little tackle box, and the main things that I would suggest is tungstens and spoons. Open up some of these. We got a bunch of these. Let me stand up here. A bunch of flutter spoons in all different colors. I always like silver and gold. Silver and gold seem to always work well. I got silvers, golds. Spoons are kind of a staple, and they're like $3 or $4 a spoon, so you can't really go wrong with those. You got, I like these, rattle spoons. They're got same thing, just got a rattle in them. Those tend to be pretty nice. I like those. But a lot of people think you need $1,000 worth of tackle to go ice fishing when you really don't. But these little jigging wraps, that's a little Fire Tiger one. Those are great for about anything. And if I would say, if you wanted to, just get a jigging wrap, a flutter spoon, and let's see if I can find a tungsten here. If I can get it out. And a little tungsten jig head, and you can get just about anything you want to fish for with just a flutter spoon, jigging wrap, and a tungsten, and you can go up in size, down in size. But little tungsten jig heads, they're good for just about anything that swims. You can catch anything from a 10-pound bass to a little bluegill on one of those. Flutter spoons and other types of spoons, glow spoons, I don't remember what other kind of rattle spoons and all that, but those are good for pretty much perch, crappie, walleye, a little bit of everything. And these jigging wraps, great for walleye, great for crappie. And I don't really keep a lot of tackle in here because, like I said, keep some treble hooks for tip ups, and it's always nice to throw a live minnow on a treble hook right behind the back dorsal fin, and you can go for about anything. Is the bobber going? There's a mark on you. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Oh, come on, baby. He's right underneath of it. He's staring her down.
It did just go in there.
It went under all the way?
Mm-hmm. But now it's not moving.
Well, it might be in his mouth. Oh, he's right on it. No, he doesn't have it, but he's right underneath of it. He might eat it at any moment. Alright, we're trying to make this video and fish at the same time, and I got multiple tip ups out and a bobber down here, and there is a good mark. Yeah, that minnow's freaking out. Minnow's having a seizure down there, looking like he's about to get eaten. But I guess our sponsor today is Coors Banquet. Would be that for the day. But alright, get back to what we were doing here. Like when it comes to spoons, you got everything from these little clam spoons that I really love. Great. And spoons in general are just kind of a staple where you can catch anything and everything on spoons. These are the Rapala buckshot spoons. These are some of my favorites. They got a rattle in the back and they're tungsten. They fall amazingly. Tip them with either a wax worm or a minnow head. And they, come on, that mark is right on it. Like literally he is just inches away from it. We need some live action here. Come on now. Eat, 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 eat. You can't even see where your minnow is because the mark's covering up your minnow. He's just like right on it. Alright, you keep your eye on that.
I'm doing that.
God, he looks like he's about to get eaten.
I can't see the sonar, but I can see the bobber.
Alright. Oh, he broke my tackle box. Alright. But yeah, like I said, you really don't need a lot for ice fishing. It's not like open water fishing where you need a million different things, and even then you don't really need a lot. But I would suggest some small treble hooks or regular bait hooks just for tip ups, or if you're just doing a slip bobber and a minnow, those work great. And just tungsten jig heads, a lot of them. I'll give you guys a closer shot of that. Just a bunch of different tungsten jig heads, different sizes, different colors, but y'all don't need that much of them. I like to stick with either a gold, fire tiger, or pink's always nice, but they're $2 a piece. Get one of a couple colors and throw some wax worms on it. You can catch about anything.
He's freaking out.
Well, because he is freaking out because he's got a fish under him about to eat him.
I like goes a couple times and then it stops.
You better eat him. Alright, but if you're going for a little bigger fish, I really like these little jigging wraps here. They got a nice rattle to them. And I've got a lot of walleye, pike, a little bit of everything. Even big perch will eat these. I love these because you can listen, they'll call a fish from a distance. And they're great little baits. Then you got little stamped ones. They don't have a rattle in them, but they got a lot of flash to them on sunny days. Those are great. And let's see. These are the clam bleach flutter spoons. These are some of my favorite spoons. They're glow spoons, but this is an eighth ounce clam. God, I keep staring. Like, are you having sex with the minnow or are you gonna eat him? Babe, I think he's humping your minnow. There's like two of them. They're having a gangbang down there. He's not getting eaten. Alright. Excuse me, we got a gangbang going on over here with some minnow. Are you gonna eat it, dude? You're literally like on it. Oh, he's on it. He's on it. He's on it. Hold on, I'll set the hook and you got it. Stand up. Oh, he's off. I'm sorry, babe. Right when I set the hook, I felt he was off there. The mark's still down there too. He might eat it again. He ate it. Oh, he's coming back up to it again now. He's probably gonna eat it again. Yep, he ate it again. Ready? Got him. Reel, reel, reel. Alright, we got a little action in the middle of it. Ooh, little walleye. That's a decent little walleye. Alright, you want to hold this? I'll hold it.
Okay, thanks for catching my fish.
Well, I hooked him, but you reeled him in. Nice little walleye. Ah, you stabbed me, bro. In the middle of a video here, and we're catching walleye.
See anything on this one? Oh.
Ooh, a nice little, 13, 14 incher. He's almost edible size, but nice little dude. Say thanks for interrupting our video, and there's another one down there too. So get a release shot on this guy. See you later, bud. Alright, sorry there, we got interrupted by a nice little wall guy. But I don't mind getting interrupted by a fish by any means. Let's see if we can get this video and see if we, there still looks like there's another mark down there, so we'll see if we get another one in the middle of the video here. But as I've been interrupted 100 times here, I forgot exactly what these are called, but they're little stamped spoons at Shields, and these things are amazing and great for for, like, this is what I'm using right now on the bobber, and I use these on my tip-ups a lot. But they're great little bait hooks, and great, they're like $2 for 2 of them. And I use them all the time on any live bait. They work great for live bait, but I forgot exactly what they're called. But they work, and I like them. And one of the things I would suggest the most out of any of them, I'm doing like 100 up-down squats here. But Swedish pimples, or as everybody else calls them, Swedish nipples. And they're about $2. Shields or any bait store you want to go to, they have these. And they're Swedish pimples. They come in all different colors. I would suggest gold seems to work the best for me. You got either gold, or they got a million different colors. I get gold and pink ones normally, and that's what I like to run. So those work great. Like, if you're really just getting into ice fishing, I would suggest you go with the Swedish pimple. Grab some tungstens, and then grab a jigging wrap or 2, and those lures right there would be about $10, and they're pretty much get you about any fish you want to catch in the wintertime. These 3 lures, awesome. And also I just like to keep some little lead snap weights for any tip-ups or bobbers and all that. Just, they work great for any of those. Keep some bobber stops in here. Keep some bobber stops for the slip bobbers and all that. And we'll keep some swivels. It's always nice when you're using, especially these jigging wraps, they twist and turn and they fly all around. They got these little wings on them, and they'll fly all around. And I like to use just a swivel about 6 to 8 inches up from your jigging wrap, and it keeps it from getting all twisted up, and it'll just help it be a little more natural in the water. But when it comes to tackle, like I said, get you some spoons, flutter spoons, some rattle spoons, some tungsten jig heads. Make sure they're tungsten, because there's a lot of jig heads that aren't tungsten and they're just kind of crap. So, but get you some little jigging wraps, and with those lures right there, is probably $15 worth of lures, and you're gonna catch just about anything you want to catch out there. Move our sponsorship here. And for our rods, like, a lot of people will use the most expensive rod they can find out there, and there are some really nice ones, but like, what brand is this? Yeah, I don't even know what brand this one is, but I got this at Shields. It's a rod and reel combo for, I think it was 45 bucks for both this rod and reel combo, and I absolutely love it. It works great for anything I want to fish for. It's kind of a nice little light medium, but if you're just getting into ice fishing, I would suggest going to Shields. You do get what you pay for, so I would make sure get in that $40 to $50 range. You can get some really decent rods. So I would go ahead and get you a nice panfish rod, and then a nice medium light for whether you want to go for walleye or big perch or pike or anything like that. This one's a nice medium light, 6-pound mono on it, and this is basically like my walleye rod. Works amazing for that, even though I do not know what brand it is. I can't read it. Oh well, I can't read it. But that works great for just about anything. You don't need to go, there's the guys that, I bought my rod for $150 and blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't need to do all that. Get you a nice, don't get the $20 rods from Shields, because those are complete junk. But if you get the $40 to $50 rods, they work great. They're amazing. All set up, ready to go. Get some line and you're good. And we'll just look at a few things for my tech. I keep my, of course, my GoPro chest mount, head mount. But here I got one still in the package. These are my absolute favorite. I love clam lures, and this is one of these flutter spoons, but this one's in gold, 1/8 ounce gold. And look for these things: pike, walleye, big perch, some crappie, amazing. So you can never go wrong with those. And also another one of my favorite is the Tico minnow from Clam. They are amazing. This is the 5/16 ounce for crappie, walleye, pike, a little bit of everything. I love these Tico minnows. I love clam lures. They work amazing, and they're awesome. Here's another, let's see, here's another UV rattle spoon. These things are awesome. Like I said, if you can get some jigging wraps, some rattle spoons, flutter spoons, and a couple tungstens, and you're pretty much set with everything you really need. It's always nice to have a little glow light for glowing a lot of the UV lures at nighttime. Will glow those. Those work great. I tried these out. They're the mummy wax worms, and they're kind of shit, so I don't really use them. Just a heads up. And when it comes to tackle, there's really not, if you don't have to get super technical. Like I got some of these little clam plastics, a lot of little wax worm, mealworm kind of presentation plastics, little creature baits. Always keep a few steel leaders in there for tip ups and using those with big pike and stuff like that. Alright, I think in this pocket all we got is extra line, fishing license, so we are legal, and something to measure my wiener. But that's about it. This pocket, more plastics, just little, pretty much all the plastics are little minnow, little mealworms. If you can get into using plastics, I would suggest plastics, just because you can catch 10 fish on a plastic or 1 fish on a live bait. So you can definitely make the best of everything. But if you want to start getting into ice fishing, there's really not too much. Like I said, $20 worth of lures, $40 for a rod. They got I think it's like $50 for the little hand auger. I know they suck, and I'm never using one again. But when it comes to augers, you can use a hand crank, or you can spend a little money and get either a gas or electric. I would suggest electric 100%, because that's what I use and I love it. There's really not a lot. Like I'd say if you want to get into it, $150 for all your stuff, and you can get out on the ice and go fishing. Like I would highly suggest a sonar, but you don't really need a sonar to go ice fishing. If you just want to throw a minnow and a bobber down there and let her rip, you can do that too. Alright, this is the flasher I'm using. It is a Vexlar. Don't even ask me what model it is, because it's a cheap one and I completely forgot what model it is. FL blah 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 ABCD, I don't know. $280 of shields. Flasher will make the difference when you're ice fishing. It really will. It's awesome. And it kind of sucks using no flasher, because I will barely go fishing if I don't have a flasher with me. Yeah, like I said, you really don't need $1 million to go ice fishing. It's enjoyable. It's awesome. If you don't have money for a shack, sit out in the cold. Don't be a pussy. I think that's going to about do it for today. I think I kind of covered a little bit of everything. If you like this video, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you click the bell to get your notifications. We upload multiple times a week, so we'll probably be seeing you here in a few days. But if you enjoyed the video, or if you have any questions about any of the tackle I covered, any of the jigs, where you can get them, any of the line, rod, sonar, auger, any of those questions at all, just drop them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any of those questions. We're going to get back to fishing here. We were interrupted once for a walleye, and now we're going to actually go catch some walleye.